Welcome to Parent Night. My name is Julie Larson, and I am the 6th, 7th, and 8th grade math teacher. I'm also the 6th grade homeroom teacher, and there's more homeroom information at the end of this video. Know what's cooler than magic? Math. My lessons have engagement, activities, deep thinking, and problem solving. Help is offered without an appointment at the beginning of the school day from 7:45 to 8:10, during recess, or at the end of the day. You can contact me at julie.larson@stjosephcommunity.org. Grade breakdown. In-class work is 20%. This mostly comes from Friday station activities. Assignments, worksheets, bookwork, the things you see coming home, is 20%. And tests and quizzes, the grading on what they know after they've done the learning process, is 60%. If students don't do well on their test, they are allowed to retake their score as long as it was below 80%. To retake a test, students need to fill out the request to retake form. They need to correct their test errors, which I can help them with if they come and see me. And they need to meet with me anytime, before school, during recess, or after school. Students are in charge of the retake process. They should be the ones who communicate with me. After the retake, the score will be improved as long as their new test is a higher score. All the assignments can be found on Google Calendar. Google Calendar is different than Google Classroom. There are links to Google Calendar on my webpage that you see below, and also I link it in my homeroom's emails. My rules in class: be present, be responsible, be respectful, and be awesome. I call assignments instead of homework because I want your student to start them in class, and I want them to work the whole time I give them. This is so that I can help them if they have questions while they're there. So I encourage them to get started on it so that they can get to any question that they might get to while they're in class. The picture there that you see, the turn-in bin, that is mostly for anything to be turned in late. So your son or daughter can turn in an assignment even if I'm not in the room, as long as their name is on the assignment and they put it in that turn-in bin. I don't take assignments early, however. Assignments have a point total of 5 points. The like stamp that you see on the right side is what I stamp on the paper as soon as students come into the room, as long as their assignment is completely completed. In order to get a 5 out of 5, you have to have your assignment all the way done. After that, as long as you had it all the way done, if you get about 75% or better on your assignment, you'll end up with a 5 out of 5. And then points go down if the assignment is late, if it's incomplete, or if they get more than about 75%. Participation is so important to me. Raising your hand is not the only way I see kids participate. You can participate by taking notes, asking questions, doing practice problems, engaging in group work or group discussion. Just basically being an active part of your learning is what I expect students to do. All right, if you are only in my math class, a 7th or 8th grade student, feel free to stick around and listen to the 6th grade homeroom information, but you can also tune out now. All right, 6th grade homeroom parents, in middle school, I will be your general contact. That means if you have any general concerns about school, go ahead and contact me. If you have a question about a class that's not my class, so an assignment in science or an assignment in language arts or religion or social studies, you will contact that teacher directly if it's about specifically their class. Otherwise, if it's a general question, please contact me. Every week I check grades and missing work for students. I will communicate behavior concerns. I'm going to be the one you conference with in the fall and in the spring. And I will help with any overall parent concerns, like maybe you have a concern about friendships or organization, things like that. Contact me. At school, we do a lot of things together as a homeroom, like convocation and mass and any other all-school activity. Down below on the left-hand side, you can see a picture of my whiteboard. The students are in charge of helping me keep that accurate, and what they do is they put all of the assignments that they have at the current moment up on that board, and they try and keep it correct. So they'll erase old stuff and put the new stuff up. And it's a good resource for all of the students to look at their planner and make sure that it matches what we have for homework that day. I will also print out any missing work on Mondays. We call it Missing Work Mondays. On the right, you see a picture of our homework calendar. Again, that's on Google Calendar, and I will link that to all of my emails this year. Also linked to my emails this year is a link for TADS Education. That you do need a password for, and so if you do not know your username and password, please contact Miss Meaden in the office for that. At the end of the day, in the morning and at the end of the day, we have homeroom. In the morning, we do the Pledge of Allegiance, St. Joseph Prayer, Honor Pledge, Prayer Intentions, Lunch Count. There's school announcements, and then I give classroom announcements, and we have community building activities. In the afternoons, we have a schedule. So on Monday, we have study hall, where students are encouraged to ask any questions to teachers if they're stuck on an assignment or trying to prepare for a test. On Tuesdays is drop everything and read, dear time. Students are expected to bring a book and be reading during that time. If a student needs to see a teacher during that time, we do make some exceptions, but it's mostly for reading. Wednesday is study hall, Thursday is dear time, and Fridays are fun days. At St. Joseph School, we try to guide your students in a positive way. We do have both rewards and consequences. Our rewards are honor slips. Honor slips are given when we see outstanding behavior. Sometimes we award them if someone's being a really good friend, if someone's being extra helpful, if somebody's showing leadership, different things that we notice, and we try to reward that with these honor slips. The honor slip has two parts, a student part and a teacher part. The teacher part, they cut them in half, and the teacher part goes in a bucket, and it gets entered into a drawing every week for some prize at convocation. It might be an ice cream, or it might be a pencil. It's a little trinket, but the kids really like to be recognized. And then at the end of the month, they're counted up. So in September, they'll all be counted, and whoever has the most gets to be Student of the Month. So it's a real honor to be named Student of the Month. Then the student portion of that honor slip is used kind of like school money. So you can save them up and use them for different awards. For example, if you save 5 of them, you can turn them in as a free homework pass. Or you could turn some in and you get a free answer to a question on a test. Things like that you can save them for, so they're really nice to have. On the other end, we have consequences. Our consequences are basically so that we can kind of make sure that students are behaving all throughout their day. Since not one teacher sees them through their entire day, we pass around a clipboard. The clipboard is private. There is a sheet of paper that covers it, so students aren't allowed to look at it. But it has all the students' names, and we keep track in each class if there's any problems. Some of the problems that we might keep track of are attention problems, blurting out, chair, meaning leaning back in their chair, being disrespectful, having gum or candy when they haven't been given permission, no homework that day, inappropriate language use, not neighborly, they're not prepared with their materials, they're running. In addition to not prepared, we're including being tardy. Students are given 3 minutes to get from one class to the next, and that's typically enough to take care of anything that they need to do since classes are very close to each other. If students get 3 or more checks in a week, I will contact you and let you know that we're having an issue, and we'll try and work that out. They'll also miss a recess to think about what happened in the week prior. A think sheet is when you have 9 or more checks within 1 week, or if you did something that is a little bit or quite a bit more severe on the behavior spectrum. So if there's something that was kind of a big behavior, you might get a think sheet right away. Think of that kind of more of a referral where they are meeting with Miss Roach or someone in the office to talk about the behavior, and that would be sent home for you to review. That's the end of my video. I hope that you contact me if you have any questions, or we can meet in person. Thank you so much for sticking around to the end. Have a really great night.